We're going to lie onto our back and rest your head on the mat or on a pillow, whichever is more comfortable. Bring your hands onto your tummy and we're going to start with pelvic tilting. So we're rolling back and rolling forward. So rolling back, bring your belly button in towards your spine and lifting your tailbone a little bit off the mat, and then roll forward, getting that little arch into your lower back. Roll back again and roll forward. So just getting that mobility into your lower back. Roll back, lifting your tailbone and roll forward, and again roll back and roll forward. Come into your halfway position. Okay, starting with your breathing. Take a breath in, feel your tummy rise, and breathe out, feel your tummy fall. Breathe in again and breathe out. Breathe in again and breathe out. We're going to bring in our core activation, so we're going to switch that on through the pelvic floor. So breathe in, feel your tummy rise. Then start your breathing out and pull up through your pelvic floor. So as you're breathing out, you're pulling up through your back passage, front passage, and feeling that squeeze. That'll switch on the tummy muscles. So feeling tension under your fingertips, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the whole lot out. So really important to keep those pelvic floor muscles going for support of your pelvic organs. Breathe in and breathe out. Pull up around back passage, around front passage, drawing in your lower tummy muscles. So it's like you're narrowing across from the hips. Hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And make sure you feel those muscles releasing outwards. That's it. Making sure you're absolutely relaxed through the pelvic floor. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Pull up through your back passage and your front passage. And this time we're going to hold for 10, 9. So while we are switching on the pelvic floor, we're also working those core muscles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. That's it. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Pull up strong and hard through your back passage, front passage. And we're just going to bring up one leg while we're activating the pelvic floor. Hold it there for the rest of the squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and lower down. So while we're bringing the leg lift, making sure your lower back doesn't lift off the mat, and you hold that tension through your tummy and through your pelvic floor. So breathe in again and breathe out, squeezing up the pelvic floor, gently drawing in through your lower tummy muscles, bringing one leg up, 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the hip, hold it there, at the knee, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. So while we're doing our pelvic floor exercises, we're bringing that little bit of extra challenge. Breathe in again. And breathe out, pull up through your pelvic floor. Feel that tension on your fingertips. Bring up one leg, hold there for breath in. And on the breath out, drop down. Breathe in again. Breathe out, pull up through your pelvic floor. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Bring your knees and hips together, arms out wide, and just roll your knees side to side. Feel that little stretch along your side. Breathe in. And on the breath out, roll to the other side. Hold it there. Come back to the center and roll again. So just getting some nice rotation through your spine, feeling it in the ribs as well. Make sure your shoulders stay flat on the mat, and then roll to the other side. Perfect. Come back to the center. Pelvic tilt, roll back, roll forwards, come into your halfway position. Breathe in, and on the breath out, activate your core. Bring up one leg. Next breath out, if you can, keeping nice and flat through your spine, scoop up the second leg. Now, if you feel that that really pulls you off your back or off the mat and makes your tummy muscles lift upwards, just go one leg at a time like we did before and lower the leg. Breathe in again. Breathe out, lift up one leg. Breathe in. On the breath out, either drop down that leg or bring up the second leg. Hold it there. Breathe in. And on the breath out, drop down. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Drop down again. Well done. Breathe in. And breathe out, switching on the pelvic floor, scoop up one leg, breathe in. And on the breath out, scoop up the second leg, hold it there for breath in. And on the breath out, drop down one leg, breathe in. And on the breath out, drop down the other leg. Don't worry too much about breathing and switching on the pelvic floor on and off. Just switch on and bring up one leg, breathe in. And breathe out, pull up the second leg as you're breathing. Hold there for breath in. And on the breath out, drop down one leg, breathe in again, and breathe out, drop down the second leg. One more time, breathe in, and breathe out, bring up one leg, breathe in, and breathe out, bring up the other leg. Hold there for breath in. On the breath out, drop down one leg, breathe in, and on the breath out, drop down the other leg. Well done. We're going to slide away one leg, slide away the other leg. Reach your arms up overhead. Breathe in and out. Breathe in again and breathe out. Good stuff. Bend your knees. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. And on the breath out, leading with your thumbs, reach your arms back overhead. So this should be pain-free. So if you have any stiffness or pain in the shoulders, just go back as far as is comfortable and bring your arms back to the center. Just keeping your ribs in mind, make sure they stay nice and tucked in. So switch on your tummy muscles, keep your ribs in. Switch on your core, so drawing in those lower tummy muscles, breathe in. And on the breath out, drop your arms back. Try not to let those ribs lift. And then come back to the center. Breathe in and breathe out. Drop your arms back. Hold them there for a breath in. Keep the belly button drawn in. And on the breath out, come back to the center. Breathe in again and breathe out. So just keeping that nice range of movement through the shoulders. Hold there for a breath in. And on the breath out, come back to the center. One more. Breathe in. And on the breath out, roll back. Hold there for a breath in. And on the breath out, go back to the center. Bring your arms down by your side. Breathe in. And on the breath out, we're going to roll back. So lifting your tailbone and just tucking in your belly button, then lifting your spine vertebra by vertebra off the mat. Try and get that little lift at the hips. Hold there for breath in. And on the breath out, slowly roll down. Breathe in again. Breathe out, roll back, lifting your tailbone, lifting your spine vertebra by vertebra. Hold it there, so getting good strength effect through those glutes. And then lower down. Breathe in again. And on the breath out, roll back, lifting up your tailbone and your spine. Hold there for breath in. And on the breath out, slowly roll down. Breathe in again and breathe out, roll back. So make sure you're not pushing through your neck. They're just coming as far as the shoulder blades. Hold it there for breath in. And on the breath out, slowly roll down. And again, breathe in, breathe out, roll back, lift right up, hold there. And slowly roll down. Let's go for one more. Breathe in. And on the breath out, make sure you do these in your own time. So if I'm going a little bit fast, just lift and lower in your own time. Your own time, breathe in and breathe out. Slowly roll down. Hug your knees up to your chest. Getting a nice stretch. That's it. Move your knees over towards your right shoulder and over towards your left shoulder. Lovely. Slide away one leg, a little stretch on one knee. And then slide away that leg, bring the other one back up and get a little stretch through that hip. Good stuff. Bend both knees. Bring your arms out nice and wide. Breathe in. And on the breath out, roll your knees to the side again. Breathe in. And on the breath out, roll to the other side. Perfect. Turn over onto your side. And we're going to straighten the legs. So just support your head. You can lie down the pillow or you can support it with the other hand. And we're looking for really straight hips. Okay, so your hips, knees and ankles are in a straight line. Hand onto your pelvis. We're just going to lift and lower. So we spoke earlier about just minding the hips, strengthening through your wrists and strengthening through your spine. So just a little bit of padding on the hips then to keep you strong and better for your balance. And if you did have a stumble or anything, good to have strong glutes to protect your hips. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. Give your muscles a nice little thump. And we're going to go for another set of 8. So lift and lower. Go for 8. So as high as is comfortable. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Give your muscles a nice little thump. And we're going to go for one more set. When you start these exercises, you might be happy with just doing 2 sets, just to weigh up how you feel, but gradually building up to those 3 sets of 8. Go for 4. And we want the hips to feel nice and tired when you do these. So add extra sets if you don't get that challenge. Lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that top knee, drop it down in front, and give the muscles a nice little thump. Perfect. Okay, we're just going to bend both knees this time. So your ankles and hips are in line. This time just the knee lifting up. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give the muscles a thump And we'll do one more set of 8. Lift the knee right up. So making sure your pelvis isn't rolling backwards. So from where my hand is up, there's no movement. So likewise for yourself, just that hip moving. 3, 2, and 1. Give your muscles a nice little thump. Well done. Just coming up and swinging your legs over to the other side. So take your time getting onto the other side. Stretch out your legs. Rest your head onto your pillow or onto your hand. Straightening up so your ankles, hips, shoulders are in line. Hand onto your pelvis or in front for balance. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower it down. Give your muscles a little thump if they need it. And let's go again. Lift up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Give the muscles a little thump. And off we go again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Bend that knee in front and just give the muscles a little thump. Then bring both knees together. So your ankles, hips, shoulders in line, and hand onto your pelvis. And let's lift that knee. So really good for rotating the hip. So again, getting more glutes strengthened up around the hip. So protecting that hip joint. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your muscles a thump. And off we go again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your muscles a nice little thump. Okay, so for our next set of exercise, we're going to turn over onto our tummy. So your head is resting onto your hands. Your neck is nice and long, and you're going to start by shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears and gliding them down nice and lowly. Now, if you find you don't like lying on your tummy, feel free to do these up against the wall. So just resting your head against your hands against the wall and just shrug your shoulders up and down, or you can do them in sitting. Lifting up your shoulders and shrugging down. So just trying to get rid of any tension in your neck. Shrug up and down. All the way up. Glide your shoulder blades all the way down and all the way up again. And this time, keep your shoulder blades nice and low. Okay, take a breath in, and on the breath out, you're going to activate your core. So drawing your belly button in, float your head an inch or 2 off your hands. So what we don't want to see is the chin lifting. So making sure your eyes face down and you lower down. Breathe in. Keep your shoulder blades nice and low. Make sure your neck is long. So it's like you have a ruler sitting across the back of your neck, and lower down. Breathe in and breathe out. Eyes facing down all the time. If you're even looking at your fingers, just tuck the chin in a tiny bit more and look down and lower down. Breathe in. If your neck is any bit sore when you do this, first of all, make sure your technique is right, that you have a nice long neck, and then make sure it isn't giving you pain, but use it as a treatment, that you're lengthening through your spine, stretching out your muscles, and lower down. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, lift up, hold, and lower down. Shrug those shoulders up and bring them down nice and low. If you found that was easy and you could take a little bit more of a challenge, these exercises are so important for posture, so important to prevent any rounding in your back. And if anyone has osteopenia or osteoporosis, really important to prevent any sort of fractures in the future that can happen in that kind of crucial area in your upper back, okay? So breathe in, and on the breath out, lift your elbows, wrists, hands, and your head off the mat. Hold 2, 3, and lower down. Breathe in again and breathe out. Make sure you're not sticking your chin out. Make sure your eyes face down and lower down. Breathe in and breathe out. If this is too much, just keep going with the head lifts and lower down. Breathe in again and breathe out. Lift up 2, 3, and lower down. And where we want to feel it is between the shoulder blades in the upper back. And breathe out. Lift up 2, 3, and lower down. Breathe in and breathe out and lower down. We're going to do 2 more. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you find you can do these exercises Aim for 3 sets of 8. Breathe in and breathe out. Hold 2, 3 and lower down. And one more, breathe in. And on the breath out, lift up and hold 2, 3 and lower down. Good stuff. If you can, bring your hands onto your shoulders, push up and just sit back onto your heels. Some people don't like this stretch. Try and sink down onto your heels to stretch your spine as much as you can. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk your hands over to the right side. Take a big breath in and breathe out and walk your hands over to the left side. Right hand overlapping left. Breathe in and breathe out. Good stuff. Coming up onto all fours, knees under hips, round your back and arch. So again, just for your spine mobility, round up and arch. And again, round up and arch. Okay, so thinking again of bone density, thinking of our wrists, hips and spine, we're going to bring a bit of loading to the arms. So widen your hand position. We're going to do some press ups. So that might sound daunting, but we can bring the knees into all fours, just widen the elbows and even just dip down a couple of inches and you've got an absolutely fine press ups, just dropping down a couple of inches and push up. What we don't want to see is, big arch through the back or bottom going in the air, or legs going back, that you're staying nice and still through your hips. Just widen your elbows and push up. If anyone finds they'd like to do a more challenging press up, just lower a bit more and come up, or step back with your knees and lower and push up. So really good exercise for strength to the wrists, elbows, shoulders, and push up. That's it. Go for 3 more and push up. 2 and push up. And again, you can do these against the wall and push up. Just sit back onto your heels and stretch through your spine. Breathe in and out. Walk your hands over to the right side and then walk your hands back over to the left side. That's it. And just sit up. So I hope that gave you a nice little challenge. Try and do these exercises twice a week. If you don't do them more, try and combine them with your walking and with your swimming, with your cycling, with other exercises you can do, and take care of yourself. Okay, thank you.